the surah that can stop your stress. Stress is something we all experience. But in the Quran and the life of Prophet Muhammad, book, we find profound ways to cope and rise above it. One of the most powerful teachings comes from the example of the Prophet himself. Throughout his life, he faced unimaginable challenges: the loss of his beloved wife Khadijah, the death of his uncle Abu Talib, the constant hostility from his enemies, and the immense responsibility of guiding a community. Yet, despite all these hardships, the Prophet remained steadfast and patient, exemplifying a deep trust in Allah's wisdom. In the Quran, Allah reassures us, "Indeed, with hardship comes ease." Surah Ash-Shar. This was not just a promise to the followers of Islam, but also a truth that guided the Prophet in his darkest moments. When the weight of the world seemed unbearable, Prophet Muhammad, would find solace in prayer. It is narrated that in times of difficulty, he would say to Bilal, his companion, "O Bilal, relieve us with it," the prayer. Prayer was his source of calm, his moment of connection with Allah. One of the most beautiful aspects of the Prophet's character was his ability to remain composed and peaceful even in the face of stress. For example, when the people of Taif rejected him and even threw stones at him, the Prophet was deeply hurt. But he did not retaliate with anger. Instead, he turned to Allah in a moment of despair and said, "O Allah, to you I complain of my weakness, my lack of resources, and my lowliness before people." His supplication was one of humility and trust in God's plan, reflecting how even in the most trying times, the Prophet sought comfort from Allah alone. The Quran also emphasizes the importance of patience and perseverance. In Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah says, "And seek help through patience and prayer." This was a guiding principle for the Prophet, When faced with stress, he did not turn to worldly means first. Instead, he turned to patience, prayer, and trust in Allah's timing. Additionally, the Prophet Muhammad, showed us the importance of relying on community and faith during times of hardship. In his moments of sorrow, he often found support in his companions. The bond of brotherhood, love, and mutual support among the early Muslims was a source of comfort for him. This collective spirit helped to alleviate personal stress and reminded everyone of the greater purpose of their struggles. By embodying these teachings, we learn that stress doesn't have to break us. Like the Prophet Muhammad, we can seek solace in prayer, trust in Allah's plan, practice patience, and rely on our community to carry us through life's challenges. The example of the Prophet, is not just a story from the past. It is a timeless guide to handling stress with faith, resilience, and grace.